everybody! Live from the Tollison Ranch Studios, it's Impossible Coin!
Oh, shit.
Insert a laugh track and or the applause
No laugh tracks.
feature. No laugh tracks, just applause.
I made a vow. Applause is
Okay.
cool, but, like, laugh tracks, no way.
And here, live by satellite, straight from Hell's front door, Tegan Somerset.
It's me! Hey! Waka Waka or something, I don't know.
Tegan, do we need to distribute flyers to find the co-host from America's Belt Buckle?
Maybe?
I mean, I guess you could, but I feel like that might be a waste of paper.
Okay.
We'll turn them into amazing, we'll do the seed paper. That's what we'll do. They're flyers, but they're seed paper, so people can throw them out and they'll grow natural wildflowers.
Why don't I print everything on seed paper? I don't print things anymore, but like...
That's why you don't print anything on seed paper.
But like, but seed paper? I'd print more things if it was on seed paper, I think.
Should, okay, here's what you should do. I'm sorry. We haven't introduced you yet, but
it's okay, they know
you
who I
should
am.
write your love notes on seed paper and then bury them in your lover's front yard so that it blooms every year.
That's
what
that
you should
idea.
do.
They're like perennial seeds and everything?
Yeah.
I need perennial seed paper. Where do I get
Fuck yeah.
perennial seed paper? I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. Hi, I'm Rocky Hardy.
Once upon a time, in the long, long ago, I used to be a book publisher. I don't know if this has ever come up on the show.
Twice.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say you used to be like a papersmith.
I mean, that's also true.
Yeah.
And
A book publisher.
so I was a book publisher, and I published a book called House of Fallen Trees by Gina Rinaldi, and pretty cool book. And it came out in a limited edition and a lettered edition, and you got with both editions a handwritten haiku by Gina that was written on seed paper.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
Yeah. Yep. It was a good looking book. The wraps for the front and back boards on the limited edition were a handmade paper that had like whole plants and leaves in the paper. So like you would like run your hand over the front of the board and like feel like a leaf that was like embedded in the paper. Was a cool production.
Nice.
Yeah. We are not a podcast about finely bound books. Although I tell you what, man, like
We could be if we wanted to.
Yeah, like sometimes I hang out on Rare Book TikTok.
Okay.
Like, which is like pretty cool place.
Mm-hmm.
Like antiquarian book TikTok. Like I occasionally send TikToks about antiquarian books to y'all. I don't know if they land at all. I don't know if you're like, hey, this seems neat, or like whatever, old man.
I actually
I
go
love
through the
them.
Impossible Coin TikTok backlog today, I think. It's like 60 between the two of you right now, I think so.
That's only because you did like at least 2 sweeps of mine.
I did 2 sweeps through Tegan's. Tegan definitely sent me north of 100 TikToks, as she normally does. I don't want people to get it twisted.
Okay. And like it never registers for me that like Tegan sends me that many, because like I'm in that shit every day. You know?
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And at this point, I think I send a pretty healthy volume.
Brian sent me 18 TikToks last week.
I think, I know I have 30 from Brian, but I think I did a pass of Brian's earlier this month, so I think Brian's total is closer to 50, 60.
And there was one I sent Rocky recently. I sent one. I'm trying to think. Like, I sometimes I send like Rocky some like food being cooked TikToks
Yes.
because I know
Oh,
that.
I always send Rocky food being cooked TikToks. I'm
Yeah.
like, please cook this.
Yeah,
I don't know how, but do it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I
Ship it to me.
because I know that like that is very often his brand of vodka. There was like this one I saw, which I really enjoyed. There's this like very soothing TikTok account I found,
Okay.
which is this like this woman who is like providing travel recommendations for like Vegas, and she gets into like that deep Vegas.
Oh, so you sent me the steak TikTok. I sent that to a couple people today or yesterday, actually.
I'm sorry, you said what you passed it along.
Yeah, I
That,
expanded the network. It was
like that is a fucking serious steak. That is a fucking serious business. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And it sounds fair, like for the price actually. Teagues, what these people do, they use American beef. They butcher it themselves, and it's shipped in every week. There are some steaks that will be cut, dried, and like served that week. But those that don't get served that week begin a 28-day aging process. There's a special room. They have special lighting to prevent the growth of bacteria. They sear it themselves. They what's it called? They like they age both the beef tallow and the steak. They'll melt the tallow onto the steak as it's cooking, and then drizzle the fat over like perfectly roasted potatoes.
Okay.
And then once the perfectly cooked steak is done, then they will slice it, or they'll cut it table side, like into small slices with the potatoes, and serve it to you like as fresh as possible. It's fully American beef. Price I think is $230 a steak.
Jesus Christ. Here's the thing. You said all that stuff, and I now have this sinking suspicion that it would get tableside. They would cut it for me. I would bite it and be like, it's okay.
Sometimes that happens. I can respect it.
It's just all right. Like,
Like this particular TikTok account like gets into all that wild shit. Like one of the things that they were covering on that account was this new Japanese pizza place that opened in Vegas.
Okay.
I'm already intrigued.
They have
Right.
ideas. I've seen them before.
You said two of my favorite words, Japanese and pizza.
Right. And so
I'm in. We're going.
right. And so like Tokyo style pizza, which I did not know was a thing until very recently, has like started to rise in popularity. And so like this Japanese pizza company has like opened its like first location in the United States in Vegas. And so like now, like if you go to Little Tokyo in Vegas, because Vegas has a thriving Little Tokyo, there is like this like Tokyo style pizza joint. And I'm like, it just looks so fucking good. And it's part of what I really enjoy about this like particular account. Like she has all of these recommendations, which are like off the strip or like, because the whole city is a goddamn playground. And most people just like, most people go to Vegas and sit in one fucking building and just dump their money into a slot machine. And it's like, Jesus Christ, you come to a town which is like this amazing like spectacle and wonder, and you are going to sit in front of like the Scooby-Doo slot machine for 4 days, you fucking loser. Like it just like if you people listening to this podcast, when you go to Vegas, please for the love of God, leave the casino you're staying in. Go out, see the city, fuck around, find out. It's fine. It's a lot. It's a lot going on there. Ugh. Love Las Vegas. Fuck.
For sure.
Sorry, I kind of derailed myself there.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think we
do
were talking.
in Vegas, I guess it counts.
Yeah. Man,
My mom took my sister to Vegas once, and I was not invited.
Hmm.
I was snubbed.
Do you know what they did when they were there?
They went to a bunch of shows and stuff. Like, they went around. They had fun. I got my sister also stepped off of a curb funny and injured her knee injury, like re-injured her knee injury.
Oh Jesus.
So she also got some like new bedazzled crutches out of the deal, so.
Oh Jesus.
As you do.
I do like that Vegas is like, fuck it, you know what we need in this town? High-speed monorail. Because they're like, it will aid the spending of money if we have high-speed monorail in this town.
It will, they're not wrong.
So, like, you can get from, like, one end of the strip to the other and, like, nothing flat just by, like, hopping on the monorail. Yeah. But we're not a podcast about Las Vegas. We're a podcast about TikTok.
We're not yet a podcast about Las Vegas. Just wait until they open up that goddamn Atari hotel.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're going to go. It's going to be great. I guess it's more like, do we ever believe that they will actually do it? Do we think that Atari can get a hotel across the finish line?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, they've released those dumb hats. Like, the things Atari has actually done in the last several years that are worth noting. One, they released the dumb speaker hats. The hats with the Atari logo on the front that have speakers in the brim of the hat that connect via Bluetooth to your phone.
Yeah, I mean, I have a beanie like that. I don't know if that's like... it's cheesy technology, I guess.
Right. They also managed to get their stupid, like, Atari VCS device out.
Yeah.
Like, no, yeah. So, like, unlike in television...
Wait, hold on. Real quick, because I have a friend that bought one of those Ataris. He doesn't use it for video games. Instead, he uses it as a server to, like, host, like, pirated anime, which is kind of great.
That's amazing.
I love that for him, because it's a Linux machine, and, like, that's what it is. It's a cheap Linux box. So, like, he uses it as a server. And he just, like, downloads the latest anime from, like, torrents or whatever, and then, like, he streams it from the Atari box or whatever, and that's what he uses it for.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
That's great. But like they actually managed to get that crappy thing out the door, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah.
Jeez. I'm sorry, I'm just sitting here thinking about the Amico again. I got sidetracked thinking about our friend Tommy Tallarico. Oh, also, stay tuned, listeners. We may, thanks to TikTok, have an insider interview.
Oh God, I can't wait. I hope.
I saw you like that fucking comment, Tegan. Like,
yeah, I did. I really want to reply to it and be like, please, this is a legitimate request. I know I have an anime PFP, but I promise.
Please do, because what happened is it looks like she went and looked at my profile and hasn't contacted me since.
Yeah, that makes some sense.
Yeah. Because I know that there is, like, 2 different TikToks that I've made about dunking on a television. Mm-hmm. And, like, it's possible that she just went and looked at those and it's like, oh, God, is this guy going to just try and make fun of me for 2 hours? Like, no. Like,
listen.
Like, in television, like, abused all of these young programmers, all of these people who had, like, never worked in the industry before, and were like, come work here. And, like, none of those people, none of them I hold responsible for, like, the shit that happened there. Like, that happened there, it was, like, all at the, like, executive and leader level. Like, so, like, people who are rank and file in television employees, like, or I'm sorry, were rank and file in television employees, now that they've laid off everybody, what happened there was not your fault. You did not, like, label a closet hater dungeon in the office. You know, you didn't do that. You didn't.
If you did, though, as a joke, like, also please let us know, because that was fucking hilarious.
You did not maintain files on, quote, the enemies of Intellivision. Like that. Oh, God. Ugh. I'm just sitting here thinking about how, like, Tommy Tallarico was the fucking CEO, allegedly, of a video game console company, and he thought it was a legitimate application of his time to sit there and maintain an enemies list with research. What in the fuck?
Are we on that list?
I know I made the list. I doubt y'all did, but like they never blocked the Impossible Coin account. but both.
Oh, but like your name is on the list.
Yeah. Like
Oh my God, that's
I
fucking
got blocked
hilarious.
personally and all by Tommy Tallarico, as well as blocked by the actual television account. Like, yes, a video game
That's
company
so
blocked
funny.
my personal account on Twitter. And like he talked about like how I was a hater on the Atari Age forums. Like, ugh.
Wait, like by
Brian-
by name?
By Twitter handle.
Okay.
I don't know who this semi-fake gods dude is, but he's a problem.
Pretty much, yeah. Ugh.
Need to take him out on a date, right?
Hmm.
On a date, right?
Oh my god. You're gonna get wined and dined by Tommy Tallarico?
Which reminds me of the time that he took a bunch of supporters out for
right,
spaghetti.
exactly. Yep.
Hey, true believers, let's go out for spaghetti. Ugh, Jesus.
What an amazing, wild ride that was.
You remember that time he took a bunch of like supporters one by one for rides in his Ferrari?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a fucking winner. What a fucking winner. Oh, man. Love TikTok. Love Vegas. Hate
Do you
television.
remember that time he was like, I saw you outside my house, Netflix?
I have no idea what in the world Netflix was shooting footage of them for, but like, please, God, please, just like let us find. I would like to know. I would like for them to release whatever that footage is for. Like, Netflix, do not scuttle it. Whatever it is, just like let it see the light of day, because like the more footage we get from inside of a television, the better. Because what an absolute clusterfuck. Ugh. Did we ever talk on the show? Like, I think that like there was a plan to, but like we ran out of time because we were running along. Did we talk about how they let that trademark for the name of the console lapse?
We didn't really talk about it.
Yeah. Like it's most of us who follow them are interpret that as like the final nail in the coffin, because they laid off everybody, and like the few people who remain are pretty much at this point like Tallarico and Phil Adam. They even laid off their chief of European operations, like the guy who got like the one boxed Amico. But like there's the language they're now using is like if the console ever comes out. Keep in mind they still have like an unknown quantity of orders that have requested refunds that they never refunded. Like they just stopped giving people their money back. But they let the name they let the trademark for Amico lapse, and I was like, man, I know there's no point to it, but what if for some reason Impossible Coin held the trademark for Intellivision Amico?
Oh my god.
Yeah, but we're not that guy. We're not those people.
Mm-mm.
Ugh. We're instead connoisseurs of fine TikToks. So sometimes those TikToks feature pottery being made, sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, right. Sexy pottery TikTok.
Sensual pottery TikTok.
What the hell noise was that, Tegan?
Yeah, I know. I got it.
I don't. That's why I asked to clarify.
That's my power down sound. I had to reboot temporarily. We're not a podcast about TikTok, though. We're a podcast about video games.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We are a podcast about the Intellivision, but only for patrons.
Yeah. Actually, only for patrons. Holy shit. Yeah.
It's true.
For everyone else, we're a podcast about video games.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Asterisks, and sometimes the New York Times.
And sometimes the New York Times.
Yeah.
I did a lot of the New York Times last week. Or last time. Whenever that was.
Oh, well, what's going on, y'all? Oh, wait a minute. I had business before we get into this. I've received a letter.
There's business.
There's
I've
business.
letter.
I've received a letter.
Oh.
Is it from another Brian Cartwright?
You'll see who it's from. It should be clear who it's from pretty quickly.
Okay.
Oh.
Dear Scrotum Sack.
Oh, here we go.
neck hole, and toots.
Oh, it's that dickhead. Okay. Bet. What a fuckface.
As you know, I am the premier distributor of NFTs.
Did we know that?
I mean,
Oh, if we did know that.
I don't know. Let's see here. As you know, I'm the premier distributor of NFTs with a turret theme. Okay, he's added a qualifier.
Oh, I see.
He
Yeah.
actually owes us a lot of money for those turrets.
He does. He owes me a lot of money.
He owes Tegan a lot of money. Yeah.
But as you know, also, I am an advocate for justice.
I'm not sure I knew that either.
Yeah.
We're learning so much today.
I have a proposal for Impossible Coin.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to sit in and co-host a whole episode. However,
Mm-hmm.
I think that you all will only agree to that if the listeners can, to your satisfaction, support justice. So this is my proposal. If Impossible Coin fans can raise $500 for local abortion funds and provide receipts to Impossible Coin, I would like to co-host.
Oh, god damn it.
Hey, Cartwright, I have a question.
Sincerely, Duckett Sequoia.
Yeah.
Fuck Duckett, man.
Yeah, is there a return address on that letter?
There is, yes.
Okay. We don't have to. We're not going to dox him on the show, but I'd like to have that information. That would be cool.
I've got it handy. I've got it handy.
What if we obtain that information?
So, guys,
I just want to talk.
Imagine
Right.
the possibilities.
so what do we do about this, guys?
I mean, we don't do anything about it, right? Because he's not actually talking to us. He's holding us hostage with our own fans. If
Well, I
our
mean,
fans manage to bring on raise up $500 for abortion funds, he's going to come back and say, "Hey, the fans want me on." And I don't know if we'd be able to disagree with them, but also that doesn't mean we have to let him onto the show.
Well, I mean, I guess that's the point, is that there is a decision required here, which is, do we want to honor the terms that he's laid out in this letter? If our fans raise $500 for local abortion funds, do we agree to his terms?
If that's the way to... I mean, at that point, I think that the fans are indicating that they do want him to be on the show, and I think we'd have to, you know?
I feel like also what Duckett is doing here is making us the asshole, effectively.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah!
that's what
100% he's making us the
That's
asshole.
what I said. Did I not say that?
Not in so many words. no.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Because, who are we to be like, oh, okay, no, I'm sorry, Duckett. We're disinterested in actually doing meaningful fundraising for something legitimate. Fuck off. He's trying to make us shitheads. And, I'm not appreciative of that, but if he's gonna play chicken with us like that, I don't want to blink. So, Oh, well.
I definitely don't want to be the shittier person between, myself and Duckett Sequoia, which fucking sucks.
I get that. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Duckett. It sounds like we agree to your terms. If our fans are able to raise $500 for local abortion funds and, provide us with, copies of the receipts, and certainly block out any financial information on that. But if you could provide us evidence of the donations, we will honor your terms. You can co-host an episode. Fucking maniac. So sorry. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news this week, but just had to get that out of the way.
Noted.
Yeah. Neck hole, toots.
God damn it.
Also, why am I scrotum sack? What the hell is that?
If I understood the naming convention, I don't think I'd be Toots. You know?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about video games now? I don't like Doug and Sequoia.
Yeah. So I've been playing Nintendo Switch Sports.
It's still great.
You know what? It's weird in a couple of ways that I kind of want to talk about. I mean, volleyball's still fun, and I'm starting to figure out tennis, which is cool. But they put out a big update, or, you know, big in quotation marks, that added a few things, and some of them seem to be, like, core functionality. Like, one of the things that I didn't know is that, before, like, a week ago, the leg strap for soccer simply did not work.
Ah!
And that was one of the things that was patched in. Is like, oh, hey, yeah, now you can use the leg strap, which means for about a month, people who wanted to play leg strap soccer couldn't, until it was patched in. And I know before when I was playing volleyball, I theorized that you could do a spike serve, the same way that you could do a spike serve in, like, tennis. And that was recently patched in as well. And, like, the slide attack thing is, like, in addition to, like, doing a quick, when you, like, spike, when it's your turn to spike, you can also run to the other side of the net, to, like, you know, spike from a different angle entirely. Which is also something I feel like if they were planning should have been part of the game initially. Like, that doesn't seem like too big of a jump. Which is what, even though I was having fun with volleyball, it does imply to me that the game itself feels unfinished in a way that probably should have been finished before launch. But it's not the first time Nintendo's done stuff like this. So I do feel weird about that in particular. The game is still fun. I still like playing volleyball. There are two things that they've also done, which I think may improve quality of life. One is that, there's an indicator if you end up having, like, a weaker connection with someone. But it only, like, flashes on the screen for, like, a second. So, like, I'll be playing volleyball, and then, like, the game will start to lag, and then I'll get, like, a Wi-Fi, indicator on, like, my bottom right of my screen that shows I have 1 bar out of 3, and it's like, oh, they're lagging. But, like, I kind of already knew that. But I guess, like, Nintendo wants to be sure, like, it's because it's lagging. It's not because the game's broken or whatever. So, and they also said that they're implementing bots into the game. So that, I guess that would improve queue times for people who, like, really struggle with it. And sometimes, you know, I get a delay, or sometimes I end up being delayed so far that I end up playing with people with these lag problems. So hopefully that helps. But now I'm just kind of skeptical about every character that I run into, where it's just like, is this a person? Is this just a bot? The name seems kind of generic. And, like, these seem like a pair, but maybe they're just trying to be cute. But maybe they're bots. I don't know. And, like, you know, that's been a bit of my experience as I've been adjusting from it. But the game is still the game. I'm still playing sports. My characters still have neat interactions. I'm grinding my way out to get the luxury outfit so I can get my suit and my real beard.
Oh, that's live now?
Yeah, that's live.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You got a week left, Teeks.
Oh, no!
Sorry.
I'm fucked.
Sorry.
Damn it.
To tell, yeah. But honestly, like, it's one of those things, because, like, if you play something, I know if I play, like, volleyball, because of, like, the runtime of the matches, I can get it done in an afternoon. Like, about 3 hours or so, I get the whole set.
Okay. That's not so bad, then.
Depending on how fast bowling is with, like, the big group, because it does give you a shit ton of points. If you, you know, you break 100 pins, and, like, you make it to finals, you get, like, something like 80, 90 points a bowling game. So,
okay.
like, grinding it out is actually not so bad. And, like, you know, the reward is just playing more sports or whatever. Also, obstacle bowling is fucking insane. Holy shit.
It really is. Obstacle bowling, I think, might be my favorite.
Like, I like look at it sometimes and I'm just like, how the fuck? Oh, they did some significant things to bowling. So they noticed that people were cheesing it with the straight shots. And, they didn't say how, but in the patch notes, they say 2 specific things. Pins are slightly harder to knock down on a straight throw and slightly easier on a curve throw.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I don't know how... I haven't done, like, enough testing to be absolutely sure how that works yet, but that is what they said in the patch notes. Yeah, right. But, yeah, I'm gonna actually play... I know I skipped this... I skipped streaming last week, but I played a little bit over the past week. But I think I'm gonna work on getting, like, the spike serve and, like, the slide attack working right. Because I've definitely gotten used to, like, people who, like, quick, like, spike every time, but I think there is, like, a reasonable rhythm to doing, like, the slide attacks and, like, the spike serves. Because, like, if someone figures out how to, like, stay in front of your character every time, like, you either have to, like, lob serve or try to go for a block out. And, like, while those are valid options, like, they're not always available. So, like, I think the slide attack would be a meaningful, like, mix-up in that space. I just needed to piece together how that's going to work.
You just need to get it functioning in your repertoire.
Mm-hmm.
Brain sports!
Yeah, Brian, you want to play some sports with us?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry, like, this is not a reflection on y'all, this is a reflection on sports, and also a reflection on my, like, fragile body.
It's not you, it's sports.
Okay.
It's sports, yeah. I'm just not cut out for it, man.
Alright. No worries, dude.
Ugh.
Also, so Flowstone Saga, they've had, like, a playtest that's been going on for a while. And, they've done, like, some improvements. I've been watching, like, their updates on their Discord. And, I've been, like, dipping in and out of their, the updated, like, playtest. But, like, I've actually arrived at a point in, like, the playtest demo where it's just broken. Like, I've gotten to, cause now there's, like, they have, like, the development log, like, open, like, at all times because they want people to report bugs. But, when I'm sitting there and I get to, like, this one boss fight, or, like, after I, like, escape this dungeon, it gets to a point where, like, it's explaining the new mechanic to me, and then I can't, like, progress the dialogue at all. And, like, the devlog says something to the effect of, like, there is no object to, like, affect with, like, your button press. So, like, there's just something that's, like, missing, I think. And, I've since, like, uninstalled and reinstalled the playtest and then tried to, like, run it again. And, like, I've put something in their, like, forum, but I haven't got any, like, response yet. So that's kind of a bummer. But, like, it turns out, in the latest, like, email update for, like, the Kickstarter, they have a standalone demo that they want people to try. And, like, it's not available on Steam yet, but, they sent it, like, they have, like, download links, like, in the email. So, like, I'm gonna try that, but, like, I've definitely had, like, a mixed experience with, like, Flowstone Saga as, like, a developing product. Like, again, like, I love the idea. I think RPG Tetris is cool. I think some of the writing has been a bit weak. A lot of that hasn't really changed. And, it looks like they've, tried to expand, like, the feature set. Like, now, like, it's more, like, RPG-like, where you have, like, in addition to, like, a Tetris loadout, you actually have, like, skills and, like, equipment and, like, classes that, like, they're building out. But, like, now it's just buggy. And, like, I hope that changes. I really want to love this game, but I don't right now. So, you know, we'll see where it ends up.
Do you think it's a situation of, like, new code breaking old code?
I think so, actually. I think that's probably what's going on. Like, they've made some fundamental changes. But, you know, I don't have enough knowledge about, like, what touches what in this case to, like, get something, like, so fundamental where, like, I get into this one scene and now I can't press A anymore to progress the dialogue.
Mm-hmm. But,
you know, maybe they fix that in the demo. So because I haven't touched it yet, but that's something that I'll probably try to do. Maybe I'll do it on stream. I don't know. But it is something that's on my list of things to do.
Huh. It's always such a bummer to hear, like, thing gets worse with patches.
Yeah.
Yeah. It I wonder if they're like pivoting to like. I wonder if there's like some tech that they're backing away and now they're needing to replace. Like that. That's interesting.
Yeah, there's definitely some moving parts. And so, like, and, you know, this is nowhere near, like, a final opinion on, like, the product, because this isn't even close to the final product. Like, I don't even think, like, their release date's, like, within, like, a year and a half from now. Like, it's going to happen at some point, and, like, they're clearly working on it. So, I don't want to roast them. It's just, like, I want to have fun with this thing, and maybe it's not time for it yet. Maybe I just gotta let them work.
Right.
Which is why I don't touch it as much.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah.
But I hope they get it situated.
I do too, because like, oh man, because there's definitely really cool stuff going on. Like I like setting up like Tetris combos and like wiping out like a group of like monster enemies, and I like getting into a situation like early on where like I'm in a boss fight and then I could just like blaze right through it because like I get the pieces that I want. And there's like a mellow like resource farming like Tetris game that you can do where like it kind of feels like a Tetris attack, but it's not like really trying to hurt you, like, you know, where like it'll just drop blocks on you periodically. Mm-hmm. But like instead of like impeding your progress, those are the resources that you're trying to farm. So it'll like drop rocks and stones and like wood or whatever, and then you move your tetrominoes around to like clear those specifically so that you can use those in the base building later. Like that's an interesting iteration on like the Tetris idea, or like how they'll give you like 5 like tetrominoes and they want you to make a particular shape to activate something. And, like, sometimes they're just, like, oblong shapes, but sometimes they're stuff, like ladders and bridges and ships. And, like, that stuff is cool. I'd love to fuck with more of that. But, you know, it might not be time yet. It might be still in the oven. I get it.
Thus is the risk of early access.
True enough.
I think that's why I don't like early access.
I respect it.
Like, at all. I get it for people who are, like, very... for people who enjoy being part of, like, the testing process for that thing, for stuff, I get it. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's no fun.
I get that. But, like, So, like, there's a few things... Like, I've been wanting to engage with early access, like, a bit more over the past couple of years. Because, like, I've seen the stuff that, like, has... done really earnest work in early access, because we've seen and
Dead Cells,
heard.
Dead Cells, Dead Cells, Dead Cells.
Yeah, Dead Cells, fucking Hades. Like, Hades, like, won everyone and their mom's award the year they decided to come out, and it's because they had, like, 200,000 people putting input into this game, and Supergiant Games, which was, you know, about 30 people at the time, biggest they've ever been, but, like, 30 people taking in 200,000 people's worth of input and earnestly trying to make a really good game, and they made a game that, like, that was nearly loved universally. Mm-hmm. And so, like, being a part of that work seems really interesting to me. And, that's why I've been trying to, like, pay attention to, like, the space. But, you know, that requires a lot more than just, you know, passion and, like, interest. It requires, like, discipline and, like, communication and, like, teams that are, like, really earnest and, like, focused at all times. And so that is definitely rare. I'm absolutely sure. But, like, I think playing around in this space is something I wanted to, like, really feel a bit of. And so I've been doing it a bit more.
That makes sense.
You know what doesn't make sense, though? EVO is, doing offline in person this year. They're really trying to do it. And I'm worried about them. Thankfully, they have a good staff. You know, if no one's got me, Pokemon's got me. No, I'm kidding. But the team that's running EVO are people who are, you know, probably the most veteran that you could get, short of Mr. Wizard. And fuck Mr. Wizard, because he's a fucking pedophile. But, like, EVO is like post Sony buyout after the disaster that was EVO Online last year is happening in person, and it looks like they're trying to go back to business as usual. From what I can tell, there's nothing suggesting like a mass mandate. I think competitors will require vaccination proof, but outside of that, I don't really know for sure. They have, the standard 9-game format. There's plenty of side games, tourneys that have already been planned. Commentators have been announced. They've released like what's it called? Competitor counts, and like the largest tournament is going to be Guilty Gear Strive, with north of 2,000 competitors signed up for it. Street Fighter V is Tekken 7 have about 1,200, 1,300 each behind them. So it's going to be a lot of people. They announced that competitors from over 63 countries will be showing up. So this is going to be like a real, like actual big EVO event. And so there's probably going to be some health concerns, but it looks like they're trying to do it for real. And I don't know how to feel about it at the moment.
Well, it's a good thing the pandemic is over.
Hey, yo. No, have you heard about the Pandemic 2? Oh, my God.
But when you say Pandemic 2, do you mean the new, tougher variants of COVID, or do you mean monkeypox?
I do mean monkeypox. The new, tougher COVID variants, while they are in effect, I don't think they're widespread enough to be considered Pandemic 2. I think there are plot points.
Agree to disagree.
That's fair.
Yeah.
There's definitely way too much for me to even consider, like, going out, and, like, it's definitely something that I was like, oh, shit, they're really doing this. And that's how it's been the past couple of months. Think about what's happening here.
First of all, here on Impossible Coin, we hate fascist.
Yeah.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah. And right behind fascist, we hate the effects that fascists have on the world. And I read about this week first case of polio in the United States in like 60 years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah. And I'm like, we fucking defeated polio, and now we have undefeated polio. Like,
well, I mean, undefeated Nazis came first. So.
Oh my God! It just, it just blows my fucking mind, because like right now, variant BA 5.62 is just out there, just fucking bodying people left and right, like, just like really like claiming a serious body count. Hospitalizations are again higher than they were at the same time last year. Fatalities are higher at the same time that they were last year. And like people are just like, hey everybody, I'm gonna go play fucking Tekken. I'm gonna play Tekken. And I'm like, idiot. Like I just
so many of my friends who are like fully vaccinated have been getting sick. And I'm just like,
Yep.
you know?
Yep. And it is because of mutation. It's because this shit has gotten to spread enough that, like, it's now, we now have variants which are more resistant to existing vaccine strategies. And so, like, you're just, there's, and of course it's like, it's harder to get, like, full transparency on data, because now that it's officially no longer a national health crisis, the CDC is not releasing routine data on like variant specific fatalities, etc. And you kind of have to like try and piece this together from like various like medical reporting across the country, and it's like very, very clear that like it's bad out there. Like I had a peer who went to Costa Rica for work, right? Because there's an office in Costa Rica, and my team has people in Costa Rica, and caught COVID on the plane down there. And so when they were at the office there, like somebody at the office in Costa Rica caught COVID from them. And then on the way back, they gave COVID to another coworker.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
On the plus side, there's going to be a new vaccine in the fall that I'm absolutely going to get.
But I'm starting to like get to this point where I'm like, what good does this do unless people are willing to actually finally take the steps it takes to minimize the spread? We have to minimize the spread in order for the vaccines to hold.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it just.
I mean, that's a question for capitalism, unfortunately, not for us.
Oh.
It's gonna require the like choices of people who, you know, make a lot more money than I do to be able to actually do what needs to be done. But the economic machine doesn't stop, apparently, ever. Even though inflation's at $1 bajillion, so... The inflation is so high at this point that I went and saw my grandma over the weekend. She asked me to go buy her some bananas, right? Because she eats 5 bananas in a week, and she would just like me to go get 5 bananas.
All right.
And she told me, I heard inflation's getting bad again. Handed me a $20 bill for 5 bananas and said, I hope this is enough.
No! No!
My grandma is 98. She was a kid during the Great Depression. Like,
Okay.
she's like, I hope this is enough for 5 bananas. And I'm like, Grandma, I'm gonna bring you back your change. And she was like, oh, no, it's okay. I don't know that they're gonna, you know, like, you keep it. You're gonna need, I'm like, no, don't worry about it. Like, it's fine. I brought her back fucking $18
Yeah.
and change.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
It's a banana. Was it cost $10?
It was literally that. Yep.
It was literally that. The concern. My poor grandma.
Yeah. I mean, I know food prices can get really crazy. Like, especially, like... I know, like, in Alaska, like, I remember seeing, like, packaged, like, fried chicken for, like, $60.
Ugh.
But, like... Jesus Christ.
Tegan, what's going on other than your grandma's expensive bananas?
I took a bite of chewy candy. Sorry, hang on. That's what I get for eating Airheads on recording day. Other than that, I've been playing Death and Taxes. You know, the only 2 things more reliable than literally anything else. Death and Taxes.
Right.
I got it 2 years ago now as part of the a bundle on itch.io.
Mm-hmm.
I finally started going through that and like actually downloading and playing some of the games.
Okay.
Death and Taxes is really chill. I bought all the things. I bought the lamp that shows you like what the effects like the killing or like saving people is going to give. I bought the globe that tells you the current state of the world while you're making changes, like in real time. If you kill this person, here's what happens, kind of thing.
Okay, hold on. Teeks, what is Death and Taxes?
Death and Taxes is a game where you play as a junior Grim Reaper, essentially.
Okay.
You get a bunch of people files on your desk every morning, and you have to choose who lives and who dies. Your boss gives you arbitrary rules as to who has to live and who has to die. So sometimes you'll get a thing and it'll say, everyone with a religious background has to die today. Or, 2 people have to die. One of them needs to be over 60 years old. Like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then you just check live or die on their little checkboxes after reading their little profiles and send them on their way. And then at the end of the day, you go up to your little, to your boss and he gives you like an evaluation of how you did for the day. And if you do good, he has an existential crisis.
If you do good, he has an existential crisis?
If you do good. If you make it so that, like, the world is a better place with who you choose to live and who you choose to kill,
Okay.
the world is a better place. And if you go off the rails or, like, follow every single instruction to the T, basically, like, the world ends, and then you don't have a job anymore.
Oh.
Because all the people are dead.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
If there's no one dead, then there's no one left to kill. One day I did have to do some work for the plant department, and I had to kill a bunch of grass.
A bunch of grass?
A bunch of grass. They were like, literally, this is a blade of grass in someone's front lawn. I don't know why we have a department for this. Like, the comments on it were so fucking funny. And it's like, another blade of grass. This is somehow in a different lawn. I don't know why this one also has to die, but it should probably die. And I was like, this is a dandelion. It's an early pollination source for bees. Maybe don't kill this one, but, like, I'm not your boss.
Oh my god.
For this. Like, kill it if you want, I guess. It was so funny.
Jesus. Alright, for sure.
I'm working on a second playthrough because, like, I ended up in a utopian society and I took my boss's job because he was like, at the end, he's like, oh yeah, I wanted to kill everybody so that I didn't have to work anymore. And I'm like, what if I just became the boss instead and you retired? And he's like, oh yeah, I guess I could work. And then I became the boss.
I mean, alright, let's go.
Yeah, right? But I'm gonna try and do another playthrough because early, like, your third or fourth day in, you get a red file that says, ignore the instructions that you actually got and just kill everybody today.
Holy shit.
Just go ham. No one reads these anyway. And I was like, what if I did that? And I was like, no. I have to follow the rules. And I, like, stamped the right amount of people, but not necessarily, like, the like, fully following the options. I was like, oh, 2 people have to die. Okay, boop, boop. I did it, and I killed 2 people, and they probably weren't, like, the best people out here to kill, but, like, they made the world better by dying, so that's fine. Like, I always, if someone was like, oh, this is a cult leader, I was like, I'm killing them. I don't care.
Oh god, okay.
I don't care what the instructions say. I'm killing the cult leaders. Like, that's fine. And it was very fun. That was nice. But, like, the rest of it, it was like, what if I killed everybody, though? And so now I'm gonna go back, and when I get that file where it's like, ignore the instructions, kill everybody today, I'm gonna kill everybody.
Okay.
But I gotta get there first. We'll see how it goes. There's, like, a couple different endings. There's, like, 8, I think, endings you can get total. So
really big, Papers, Please vibes, which I'm excited about.
Very big Papers, Please vibes. Yeah, it's like Papers, Please, but not in a dystopian, totally not Russian society.
Right.
You know?
Glory to the
It's just like, it's Papers, Please, but, like, literally paper-pushing office work.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if I had that job for all of eternity, I'd probably be okay.
Yeah, that's not a bad job.
Like, I think I could do a little stamp and then go have a drink after work and go to bed. That sounds fine. Like, and I'm making enough money, but also I'm dead. So, like, I don't have to pay rent or anything anymore. So I just got to spend my money on fun shit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you'd still have to pay rent.
I got a head that made me look like an Anubis.
Oh my god.
But, like, fox themed. It was very cool. There was also, an eagle head I could choose.
Okay.
And that had, like, a couple different color options. So that was fun. Like, it was neat. It was a good little game. It was short. It wasn't too, like, intensive. There is a streamer mode for it, where you can have your viewers choose, like, vote on whether or not each person should live or die. Which I think is really fun. Really neat. I'd consider streaming it. Like, with participation.
For sure. Yeah.
Other than that, I finished up all the Golden Apple Archipelago, like, main story quests. So, I got my special official skin, and everybody is sad, except Xinyan. Which is just wild to me. All of the individual stories for the Mirages were, like, something that the characters were working through.
Okay.
Even if it wasn't something that they were necessarily, like, that were, like, surface level. Like, we got a big, like, deep dive into Kazuha's backstory and, like, the decline of his family, like, clan and stuff, which was really neat.
Alright.
We got to hear all about Fischl and, like, her home life and how, like, her parents brought her up on these, like, fantasy stories, and then when she, like, turned from, like, a little kid into a teen, they were like, okay, we're not playing anymore. It's time for you to, like, grow up and do worthwhile activities, like music lessons. And she was like, okay, I guess.
Ow.
Yeah, really, big hurtful vibes, man. But she ended up, like, conquering her like, inner spirit, which is, like, her inside her who belittled her for still having these fantasies.
Mm-hmm.
She was, like, able to, like, reclaim that and be like, no, like, you're not the one. I'm the one who's in charge of me, not you who keeps talking down to me. How dare you speak to me that way, kind of thing. It was very good. Xinyan just had fun. She was just like, yeah, I wear my hair like this because I'm cool. And, like, nobody understands my music yet, but that's okay. One day you will, because I'm already drawing people at concerts. And, like, that's the point of it. Music is about expression. Bye. Like, hers was super chill. And then Mona's is about how, like, lonely it is being an astrologist. Because they see everyone's futures outlined in the stars, which, like, ties into the way that, like, Genshin Impact characters get better is by unlocking a constellation about them.
Right.
So, like, she can see everyone's, like, path, essentially. And there isn't a way for her to change it or anything. And, like, how it doesn't matter, like, if you're truthful with what you see, people resent you for it. And if you lie about what they see, then they're disillusioned, and so, like, you have to walk that, like, balance line, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
And then we did get to, like, see her home in Mondstadt for a second. It turns out she's not fucking poor. She's just bad at money management. She has tons of expensive books.
Oh, yeah, no, I believe that because of how fancy her clothes are.
Right?
Yeah. Fucking Mona. God damn it.
I love Mona. She's so cool. 10 out of 10. Amazing. Overall, a very good quest line. I can't wait to see what they do next year. It's gonna be so good. The Golden Apple Archipelago is literally my favorite spot. And I think part of the reason it's my favorite spot is because it leaves. It goes away after a while, and then I have to wait a whole year to come back. So, like, you can't get bored exploring it and stuff, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I get that.
At the end of the questline, we were also contacted by... totally not the god of Sumeru. And the Sumeru event is coming, or, like, update is coming next. So, in a couple weeks. We're gonna get to go to Sumeru! Oh my god, I can't wait.
Hey,
it's gonna be great! It's gonna be fun. I'm very excited. The first half of Sumeru we're gonna spend in, like, the rainforest area, and then there's apparently also, like, a desert area. A desert area that we're gonna get to go to. So I am very much looking forward to it. It'll be neat. I don't know.
hell yeah.
I like Genshin still. Sorry.
I mean, it is a video game.
It is a video game. It's a very long video game. I'm glad I'm playing it now, though, because I don't think if I waited until it was all done and then started playing it, I don't think I'd play it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
There'd be, like, too much content. But yeah, that's it. That's what I'm playing.
For sure.
I did get Digimon Survive. I have not started it yet. I will, though, tomorrow or today. I waited 4 years for Digimon Survive. 4 years it sat, languishing on my pre-order list. I paid it off literally ages ago. Literally ages ago. And then I was cleaning out my purse to, like, so that I could, like, I switched my purse from, like, my little backpack that I've been using throughout the pandemic to, like, one of my regular, like, big purses, because when I do lots of errands in the same day, I use my purse as, like, a reusable shopping bag sort of thing. I just, like, stick everything I purchase in the purse.
For sure.
You know,
yeah.
As you do. And I opened up the purse that I was going to use, and I found the receipt for my last pre-pandemic purchase.
Oh, God.
The very last thing I purchased before the state closed. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Amazing. Wow. What a time it has been.
Do you think the state's going to close again?
No.
Yeah.
God, I wish it would. I hate it here. I hate Ohio so much.
Yeah, they're not closing for anything ever again. Like that's where we are. Like, I'm trying to remember there was a conversation on Twitter about, like, if anything, the pandemic has taught us like how badly we would handle a zombie apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
And my contribution to the conversation was the best we can hope for during a zombie apocalypse now is that, like, the people in, like, the weather chopper for, like, your local, like, ABC affiliate will be like, oh, it looks like zombie herd on the 405, so you better take an alternate route if you need to go into town. You know, like, that's...
Right,
yeah, like,
honestly.
Yeah, like, that's what we're gonna get. You know, like, if you get bit by the zombie, then, like, your boss will be like, can you finish the third quarter report before you turn? Like,
right.
Like, that's where we'll be. It's where we'll fucking be.
I see so many TikToks now that are like someone making can we make a change to slide to the third slide in this deck to update those numbers, and then, like, it'll cut to, like, live news broadcast, like, in the background of this person just, like, sitting there with, like, a cup of coffee, staring, doing a 10,000-yard stare out the window as, like, the latest death toll from Ukraine is playing, and then it'll cut back to them in a meeting and go, yeah, I really do think that we'll be able to make up the difference in our dividends by the end of the next quarter if we stay on track with this. And then it'll cut to, like, some other horrific fucking news, and I'm just like, Jesus. This is where we live now.
Yep.
I hate it.
I remember being young and thinking that the behavior of the mayor in Jaws was implausible. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Or being like, oh God, nobody can be as dumb and as selfish as the mayor in Jaws. And then it turns out that, like, half of the planet is the mayor from Jaws. Like, oh.
Yeah, it turns out it's the half of the planet that's in charge of shit, too.
Jesus. Oh.
I'm tired. Oh, well. Right? I'm tired. Oh, well.
No, I just had a funny thought. I was like, would it help to know that they know that you're tired? It's like, no, because they don't care.
No, they don't care.
Yeah.
Like, my immediate supervisor genuinely gives a shit. And the people, like, 2 steps higher than him do not.
Yeah.
Yep. That checks out. Is it time to talk about the news?
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. News. That's our new news theme. Hope you like it.
Oh, okay.
Whoop, whoop. Let's see here. So various things have happened. I don't know what we want to lead with. I have a pair of Minecraft stories.
Ooh.
Yeah. Then I want to talk about GTA 6. And then it looks like Tegan wants to talk about, like, my favorite bullshit news story from
Yeah!
from
It's about my favorite robots.
Yep.
I have to talk about it.
So I don't know where we want to start. Do we want to start with Minecraft bullshit? Do we want to start, or do we want to talk about like
What's the worst news story you have? Let's start with that one, and then we'll work our way lighter.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see here. This is tough.
Because most of them are bad, or...
No. Honestly, like, two of these stories I would call good, and then, like, one is a toss-up which is open for discussion.
Okay, start with the one that's open for discussion.
Okay, a toss-up. So, Mojang is now going to moderate private Minecraft servers.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I will tell you, Rocky Hardy. So now, players have the ability to system-level report one another for inappropriate chat message or dangerous behavior on private servers. The type of behavior that you can report on a private server to Mojang is hate speech, bullying, harassing, sexual solicitation, or threatening others. Historically, with private servers, any kind of like behavior administration has been handled by the moderators and the owners of the private server.
Right.
So now these reports from private servers will go to Minecraft moderators who determine what follow-up action should be taken, up to and including player bans. And once again, for reference, if you get player banned from Minecraft, you're not just banned from the server you're on, you just now cannot play fucking Minecraft. Yeah.
Okay.
Mojang said that they will not be actively monitoring online chat or using bots to moderate. Players are concerned. One of the reasons that players are concerned is there is a known exploit tool which has been able to create fake chat logs which pass muster for Mojang review. So you can fake a chat log and then report somebody for something that they effectively didn't say using this utility.
Okay.
Oh.
Right.
You can literally put words in their mouth. Oh, that's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And generally the way Mojang's reporting logic has worked on public servers is they're generally they have like a series of like graduated enforcements, like so they have gradual friction. It's not like one and done ban. Like there's like suspensions and warnings, etc. But the idea is that like people could conceivably, dogpile a player, like if they were like say conspiring somewhere outside of the server, like Discord, be like, hey, let's all report like, like I like bin 1047, and then they all like, issue reports, and that gets the player banned because of the number of reports received.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, I wanted to talk about it because like it doesn't like there's like a variety of different things in play here, and I guess a lot of like the judgment on the value of this, I think requires like taking Mojang / Microsoft at their word. Like they say that they're not going to like directly monitor behavior on private servers. Like, they're not going to be following chats. They're not going to be monitoring behavior.
Mm-hmm.
That it requires an active report.
Right.
I don't know. Like I'm really up in the air on this one because like the whole point of a private server is that it's a private server. But player safety is important. I don't know. Like, this is one of those ones that kind of like breaks me. I have a really hard time with it. Like, player safety is important. These are private servers. And also because player safety is important, maybe before you launch this, close this loophole, which allows people to like submit fake chat logs.
Yeah, I think as long as the fake chat log like thing is closed out first, that would be okay.
Also, I think that this requires, like, in evaluating the value, like, do we believe Mojang / Microsoft when they say that they are not going to use automation for reviewing these reports and that it's going to be all human review?
No. Why would we?
Yeah, right. That's also where I'm at. Like,
but I don't know. I don't think Mojang, Microsoft should have anything to do with private servers. In fact, like, short of like, I guess maybe like proliferating the code, which I'm actually iffy on whether or not that's their like claim. I don't think they have any right to be in any private servers, to be honest. And I think it's weird that you can get a Minecraft ban by any behavior that happens in a private server. Like, I think they're defederated for a reason. And I don't know. Like, I think being able to put things in people's mouths is a problem, and that is a specific Mojang, like, Microsoft problem. But, like, I feel like the beauty of, like, private servers is that if someone's being a dickhead, you could leave their server and then just be gone.
Right.
And, like, while sometimes it's hard, like, if you've had a good time on the server and someone else is being a dick, you having to leave is a bad deal. But, like, saying that this person gets nuked from orbit and they can't sign into Minecraft anymore doesn't seem just or reasonable.
And that is the position I've been kind of like tiptoeing around, Rocky, because like this is like, say, different than like, say, somebody hopping onto Call of Duty and shouting an in-bomb into their headset repeatedly.
Right.
Because there, everything is happening like server side, like Activision is maintaining all of the Call of Duty servers. Like there isn't like, say, Fred's Call of Duty server that like, say, 40 odd people access, and only those 40 people, like everybody is thrown into the same pool.
Right.
Like if you're playing like World of Warcraft or Call of Duty or what have you, or Madden. But like Minecraft is kind of unique in that it's like probably the biggest game in the world where the primary mechanic for multiplayer is like player maintained server instances.
Mm-hmm.
They're generally password protected. You generally have to have invites. You're not just stumbling into like Rocky's Minecraft Funtime Palace.
Correct.
You have to be invited to Rocky's Funtime Minecraft Palace.
No. Yeah.
You cannot just show up. And so like one outlying possibility that I considered is I was like, okay, all things being equal, the world is a weird place.
Mm-hmm.
It would not surprise me at all, if there is somebody out there maintaining a Minecraft server for adult roleplay.
Sure. I think it's entirely possible.
Yeah, there has, like, we live in a world of infinite possibilities. There is likely a horny Minecraft server.
Yeah.
And if one of the things that, like, can get you nuked from orbit on your Minecraft account is, like, sexual solicitation, like, if somebody has, like, an adult RP server and then somebody joins it in bad faith to start, like, reporting people.
Sure.
Like, that seems like it could be a bad thing because, like, the people on that server are, like, consenting adults who want that kind of play. And then somebody could just show up and be like, nuke from orbit, nuke from orbit, nuke from orbit. And that doesn't seem great.
Well, yeah.
And, yeah. And of course, like, I'm sure somebody will be like, Will Brian, do you want people to be able to run around and just say N-bombs and F-bombs and so on? I'm like, no, not really. But like that, I mean, like, this is the thing about like defederated systems versus like federated systems. Like, and this is I guess Microsoft having its cake and eating it too,
Right.
because there is a honorarium that private server people have to like pay Mojang to be able to continue to like operate a private server instance. So they're continuing to like maintain the corporate benefit of having a private server profit model, but now taking public network action
Right.
on player base. I'm just like, I don't know how I fucking feel about this.
I mean, it'd be weird if they're actually like pitching it as a service, which to this point I haven't been convinced that's what they're doing. They're just saying we're taking control. But like, you know, this at the very least requires some sort of renegotiation of like the defederated like relationship that they have.
Right. And like they've been relatively buttoned up on this too. Like various media outlets have reached out to them for comment on this, and the answer has been silence.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to say anything about this. It
Yeah.
seems like a bad idea.
It feels weird, though, that they would be taking money from people and then also not have any effect on how their product is being used.
I mean,
You know?
I get that. And, like, it's clear that, like, Mojang, like, Microsoft would want control here. But, like, the negotiation is that there are things in Minecraft that other people want to do, and, like, they don't offer them. And they can do them themselves because, like, Minecraft has been around long enough and was initially, like, an open source, like, thing that people can just put their stuff back into it. And that's all they want.
Right.
They want to put their stuff back into it. And, like, but that requires them to cede control. And it's not like Microsoft doesn't benefit from that. Their player numbers go up. Like, people make content about modded play. And it makes people want to play Minecraft. And even buy some of the, you know, the cookie cutter stuff for people who don't know how to get into modding on their own. All that shit makes sense. But, like, it's definitely an exchange that they willingly made. And for them to, like, renege on it here seems strange. At the very least. If not outright, like, aggressive.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, I don't think they're monsters here. It's just like, this is uncool, and it'll probably get worse depending on how they play this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely do think there's enough concerns which are stacked. But this also definitely, like, circles back to that whole thing of, like, reminding you that you don't own any of your video games.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, you license your video games. That, like, if you... Yeah, I know, right? I know. Even your physical discs sitting on shelves, you don't actually own them, see?
Yeah. They
You know,
could call a man and they decided, hey, we're taking back all the Nier Automatas. They're ours now.
No! It's mine! Those are my good robots!
It's like, I'm sorry, but you actually signed a licensing agreement and you have no control over the game itself, even if you bought the physical disc. They'll wipe their disc for you. It'll be a free service. You know, maybe they'll charge you for the service. They'll allow you to keep your disc.
Damn it. No.
Oh, shit.
I mean, we just recently talked about Ubisoft declaring that they were going to, like, sunset deprecate Assassin's Creed Liberation on September 1st.
Yep.
Like, just after a whole bunch of people bought it in the Steam summer sale. And of course, like, all the corporate apologists are out there like, well, you know, remember, people, like, they don't actually buy it. They're licensing. And it's like, well, shit. Like, that still means that, like, somebody out there gave Ubisoft $5.74, you know, like, the discounted price to license it. And then, like, post facto, Ubisoft was like, yeah, you know what? Nah, we're going to keep the money, though, but nah. Like, it seems weird. And, like, it's one more reason why I like video game platforms where there is, like, very, very straightforward, clear language used which indicates ownership.
Yeah.
Like,
that makes sense to me.
shout outs to the Playdate on that front. You know, like, I own my Playdate games according to their language, so that's nice. But yeah. So like this was a weird story, and I wanted to talk about it. Do we want to keep on talking Minecraft, or do we want to talk something else?
Keep talking Minecraft.
Okay.
It makes sense to put them together because they're the same.
Yep. Minecraft. So Mojang has said that NFTs are philosophically incompatible with Minecraft.
Wait, what?
Mojang says that NFTs are philosophically incompatible with Minecraft.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's fine.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, blockchain technology and NFTs are not welcome in Minecraft, the developer said, in a statement outlining the developer's stance on how users can, and for the most part, cannot use their game. Mojang cited numerous concerns related to NFTs and using Minecraft to create and distribute them, including security issues, fraud, establishing a precedent of haves and have-nots in the community. Microsoft addressed players and creators actively involved in buying, selling, or trading NFTs that make use of Minecraft-like skins or worlds to explain its stance on blockchain NFTs in the game. The developer's message was clear. Blockchain technologies are not permitted to be integrated inside of our client and server applications, nor may Minecraft in-game content, such as world skins, personal items, or other mods, be utilized by blockchain technologies to create a scarce digital asset. The developer pointed out that some third-party companies are already trying to utilize Minecraft as a basis for creating and distributing NFTs, either through direct purchases or by earning them. That's a non-starter for Mojang. So here, this I see as like a clear-cut good. I see this as good, like especially with like so many other like developers and publishers cozying up to blockchain technologies of late. Like we had Ubisoft like very publicly double down on it.
Yep.
And be like, yeah, like, oh, we're very serious. And and Square Enix sold off assets in order to be able to spend more money on their NFT position. So like Square Enix and Ubisoft very, very loudly, publicly, pro NFT. So like, I thought this seemed good. I thought this was a good call to like, so like, nope, blockchain is not welcome here.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Tegan, what's going on?
With my sad robots?
Yes.
Oh, they're good robots. Nothing is wrong. Everything is grand. I just got tricked and I'm upset about it. That's all. So, over the last 2 weeks, as of recording time, the Reddit account surfaced, which posted a video about an undiscovered church in the Forgotten City in Nier Automata. There was like an icon that came up while they were in a room, having completed at least one playthrough, that spawns just infinite monsters after a while. They went and they got an icon indicating they could interact with a wall. They interacted with the wall. A door opened. There was a ladder. It went down and it went into a church. And it was really, really, really cool. And then they posted a couple videos that showed the church area and like the messages inside. And it was really, really neat. And then there was a Twitch account that streamed more footage of the church and a new boss battle and another separate area. And it was really, really cool. And a bunch of Redditors on the subreddit were like, who do modding for Nier were like, yeah, this looks legit, because we don't know how to do mods this good right now in Nier. What the fuck, actually? And a bunch of people bothered Yoko Taro about it, and he didn't say shit. Which, fair. Very on brand for Yoko Taro.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was freaking out, and it turns out the whole thing was a mod, of course. 3 modders, going by the name Devila's Revenge, Wolful Wolf, and Raider B, explained that they modded Nier Automata, and created something that was so carefully designed that a bunch of people thought it was actually by Platinum Games and Square. They ended up apologizing, saying it was just meant to trick them into thinking that the church was, like, cut content, not a big, like, ARG or anything, or some marketing stunt. They weren't trying to impersonate Yoko Taro or anything, and, like, they're sorry for causing such a ruckus. They just wanted to do a little fun thing. Which, like, fair. But also, like, god damn it! I'm mad! They did say that they will be releasing the 3D modeling add-ons for Blender and scripting tools that they used to the public.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And said that they would be doing, they said very cryptically, keep an eye out for more, which definitely sounds like they're going to be continuing to add in, like, additional stuff. I'm sad! I was really hoping it was going to be a Drakengard remake.
Mm.
I mean, we were going to get more stuff, but no.
I know you fucking Drakengard.
Alas! I'm very sad. I would like it, please. Give me. Good job, guys, though. I just want more sad robots. But yeah, that's my news.
I wanted to briefly talk about some of the stuff that Jason Schreier has reported in the last week regarding Grand Theft Auto 6.
Sure.
And I guess, like, what's going on in Rockstar in general. Apparently, Rockstar is a much more, like, healthy working environment than it was under the Hauser brothers.
That's good.
Yeah, like, now that the Hauser brothers are there, like, there's not really crunch going on anymore. And overall, like, you know, morale is up. And Schreier also, when digging into goings on there, found that in 2000, shortly after the murder of George Floyd, Rockstar scrapped a mode that they had planned for GTA Online called Cops and Crooks. Got rid of it. Yep. They're just like, this doesn't fit within the conversation. So the new game GTA 6 is apparently at least 2 years out, according to what he found out. But that there's things that they're doing, which have already got try-hard bros on the internet setting their hair on fire. One, the game is apparently going to make a considered effort to, like, be more sensitive in portrayals of race and gender.
Mm-hmm.
Like, historically, like, Grand Theft Auto has found ways to fuck that stuff up.
Yeah.
And they're integrating consideration for that into their quality process now, so that way they don't let something ugly out the door. Which I think is great. Also, apparently, it's going to take place in their stand-in for Miami, Vice City, so the next GTA game will be set in Vice City. And then lastly, the thing which really has the bros' hair on fire is that early word of the street is that GTA 6 will have a female protagonist who is a woman of color. and they just
Oh no, a
Yeah.
woman!
yeah, and the two bros cannot stand it. Cannot stand it. So I'm glad to hear that like getting rid of the Hausers made things better. At Rockstar, I think that's good news.
It is good news.
Yeah. And I'm glad to hear that it sounds like they're going in this, like this direction with their storytelling. Yeah, it makes them seem responsible and considerate of like some bad choices they've made in the past. And I always like to on this show. Well, yes, we call out companies when they do bad, but I also like to call out studios and publishers when they do good. So like all this stuff that like Schreier sourced, I think is good. So keep it up, Rockstar. Like, because like scrapping insensitive play modes, bettering your position on portrayals of race and widening the scope of like the player experience beyond like dudes, and which are mostly white dudes, I think are all good things. So, huzzah, good job. Like, anybody else got any thoughts on this they'd like to share?
I hope it's true, and I hope
Yeah.
that,
Me too.
that like Rockstar is having a better time. I don't know if I am interested in playing a Rockstar game, like just period, based on the pedigree. But if it could be different, I could be open to that.
Rocky, do you have any news for us today?
No, not really. Nothing's really jumped
Okay.
out at me this week or these past 2 weeks.
All right, so I guess that's a show.
Oh yeah, hey everybody,
Wow!
we did it! I made
got
it to
there.
the end this time. I was. Ugh.
It didn't fucking pass out on us. Good job.
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
Yeah, I gotta get my weight back up, honestly. But hey, everyone, this has been a show. As you may or may not recall, it's called Impossible Coin. We do this twice a month. Thank you for being here with us. And if you want to tell people about us, you can tell them you can find us wherever podcasts are found. iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify. No longer SoundCloud. They know what they did. And you can also find us on social media. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Brian's on Twitter. Tegan's on Tumblr. It's all Impossible Coin. No dashes, underscores, or anything weird like that. We do stream on Twitch. Our schedule's a bit up in the air, but you can find us at twitch.tv/Impossible Coin. And if you follow us, you'll get notifications for when we go live. We have a logo that was designed by Lauren Moran, and she does good shit. If you want to check out her shit, you can find it on Patreon. And our music was produced by our illustrious friend, our kid brother, Big Sach. Shout outs to him. You could find him on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/BigSachNJ. And if you want to talk to the man, the myth, the legend, you can find him on Twitter at Hillary_Swank. I'm not sure if I missed anything. I know I did a little out of order. But I think that's all of it. I'm pretty sure.
Yep. I think you got it all.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
And so on that note, I'd like to say, peace.
Bye!
Oh.